Only star who slept with 100 men in a day breaks down in tears as she details her experience.
When was the last time you ate?
I think I had a yam yam. Yam yam, is that what they're called? A little pastry. And I think I had a sandwich, and that was and then the rest come.
I know now why you cry.
I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
Oh dear.
Who's Daniel Boland? Oh, Daniel Boland, this is a heavy hitter. Do you guys know who this is?
I'm Lily Phillips, and today I'm getting ran through by 100 guys.
Lily, what would your mother say if she knew what you were up to? I bet she wouldn't be best pleased. Oh, I see. Well, what about your father? What would he... Well, I guess the father's probably not around, is he? It's for the best, really. I'll tell you what I would say, though, Lily. No amount of cocks, not even 1,000 cocks, is going to fill that daddy-shaped hole in your soul. Has she got a soul? I mean, 100 guys in one day, that's enough to shag the soul out of James Brown.
There you are! People call me anything. Star, escort, fans girl, anything really, I don't really care.
Yeah, I can think of one or two more terms that you didn't mention there. But it's good to see that you don't care. You're coping.
It's not like a bother to me.
That's just fantastic. I'm not sure what term I would use to describe these OnlyFans girls types.
Prostitute.
I don't know if there is a word for something that is like representative of, you know, like an ominous foreshadowing of the fall of our civilization. Demon?
Because I was at university, I was like, I'm being a anyway, could make a little bit of money.
What do you mean by you were being a anyway?
Oh, crikey, this guy is the worst. The presenter here, he behaves like a total ally to the hoes all through this video. What do you mean you were being a slut anyway? She means she was being a slut! Use your imagination. When all the jocks were beating you up at school, did you turn round to them and say, what do you actually mean by gaylord? They mean gaylord, gaylord. Here's another wedgie.
In your face, you queer!
Now, it's weak men like this guy that are almost wholly responsible for the breakdown of society. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We cannot rest until there is a legion of saber-wielding morality police patrolling our streets at all hours. That's my solution. If you've got any better ideas.
That was just being at university. Like, I was just sleeping around with everyone.
But I feel like I know of a lot of girls who have done that at university but then haven't gone on to become OnlyFans stars.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I just was like already very, not proud, like very just okay with doing that. Like I've just always had quite like a sexual nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. No! And by the way, no, you shouldn't be okay with it. You certainly shouldn't be proud of it. I can't stand the way people think that morality, well, it's just a social construct. Yeah, it is, and a bloody important one. If you find yourself behaving like this girl, go to therapy, seek help. And if that doesn't work, a full frontal lobotomy should do the trick.
Why, I have half a mind.
And believe me, before any of you start or write in the comments, I'm not just going after the girl here. The 100 men that queued up to rail her, well, I don't want to tell you what I think should happen to them.
I've never really cared what people think. It doesn't really bother me. I have such a supportive like family and friends, and what they think about me is so much more important than what strangers think about me.
Yeah, well, maybe you should start caring what strangers think about you, because frankly, I'm being more kind to you than any of your supportive family and friends. Supportive. The best thing you could say about your family and friends is that they are apathetic enablers. And the worst, in the case of your mother, if she's managing your finances, that's a pimp. How is any of this legal? Surely what she is doing is soliciting. And what her mother is doing is pimping. And what all those men are doing queuing up there, that's, well, you know. What I'm saying is, arrest everybody.
And do you think your partner one day will be someone from the industry, most likely, or?
Yeah, I talk about this a lot with my parents, because that's the one thing I guess they worry about is like
will you ever find a boyfriend?
Yeah.
But there's so many guys out in the world. I think, you know, one poor bastard's got to marry me. I rather think it's going to be someone from the industry or someone who is into lending me out.
Lending you out?
Yeah. Like into hot wife or being a...
Yeah, that's a bit rich even for this ally. So apparently that's a conversation she has semi-regularly with her parents. Plural. That was a surprise. She talks to her parents about how eventually the guy she settles down with will probably have to be a guy who is into selling her to other men. Poor bastard is right. Imagine having that mother-in-law. Ah, my mother-in-law, what's she like? Can't live with her, can't live without her. Sending her goons over to our house to get her cut. Every bloody time she finds out my wife's been on the game. What's she like? She's mental.
There are days where I'm sat here on a Sunday, I am feeling a little bit more lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends.
Feeling a little lonely on a Sunday, eh? Well, there is a place you can go. The House of God! The holy water might singe a little at first, but it'll be worth it. It's like when you put iodine on a cut. You might want to put a bit of that on too. Get rid of all the infections.
And I'm like, you know, I see a comment and people are like, God, no one's ever going to marry you or something like that. And that can definitely like make me feel a little bit like, oh God, have I chose the wrong career? But like, I just totally love my job.
Yeah, I believe you.
So you would let like these guys do that on your face?
Yeah.
And in your mouth?
Yeah.
What if they had HIV?
Is that where it comes from? With spunk in the mouth?
It can.
Oh, really? See, I've never really thought about that. Last time when I did it, all of them could in their mouths. I can't really explain it. I get like serotonin, like from when people are like, oh my God, you're that on the internet. Sounds crazy.
I know, and I know you're saying that to me right here, but I don't believe that.
Really?
No.
Get serotonin. What the fuck? What have we taught people over the last few decades? It's serotonin. Are you measuring the serotonin in your blood every time someone goes up to you in the street and goes, you're that disgusting star? That's serotonin, is it? Or is it like a fucking fight or flight, shit, what the hell have I done, existential crisis that you're going through that you cope with by telling yourself, oh, it's a rush, it's a great feeling. No, it's bloody not. It's horrible.
I kind of love like ruffling feathers a little bit and people getting a bit like agitated by maybe the fact that I'm messed up. People think I'm like so sad and stuff like that, but that could not be like further from the truth.
Such a confused little girl. It couldn't be further from the truth. Whenever anyone says that something couldn't be further from the truth, I always think, I bet it could be a bit further from the truth. I bet it's closer to the truth than you're making out it is.
I don't think people realise like how happy this makes me.
Have you done anything to make sure there's not someone with a criminal record, for example, coming down?
That dog has seen some shit, right? Has she done anything to work out whether these guys are raving lunatics and criminals? Well, I'll tell you what, even if they don't have a criminal record, they are criminals. Anyone who's doing stuff like this is scum. Subhuman scum. I don't care. I'm just judging. I'm so sick of nobody judging, and it's all like, well, you know, we live in a free world. No, we don't. Okay? Because all of our actions have consequences, and one of them is being judged by me.
We actually have not now. No.
Do you feel safe?
Yeah. I mean, pretty sure I could take on some 50-year-old guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could take on some 50-year-old guy. Not like those wussy women who let those 50-year-old guys brutally assault them every now and again. She'll be fine, I'm sure.
No, I think it'll be fine. I'd like to think that guys aren't there to, I don't know what they would do anyway.
It is London, like you've put out a public call, so technically anyone could come down as long as they were over the age of 18.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I really enjoyed how, I've got to say, I've kind of changed my mind about the host after reviewing this several times. He is this generation's Louis Theroux, okay? But I do like the way it's kind of dawning on him how absolutely horrible this whole thing is as the documentary goes on. He is looking haunted.
An hour behind schedule with a security guard on the door, we were allowed inside.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, how you doing? Fair enough.
Everyone get naked now. Let's get going.
It's a lovely house. I like that big mirror.
He's dissociating, yeah. I like the house. I love the big mirror. It's okay. You can get through this. At least you're not Lily Phillips.
Just all the best.
Thank you. Kill it.
Yeah, careful. Kill it. Lots of fluids.
I don't know if you caught that final interaction between our two protagonists. The last little chat before the barrage began. Good luck. And she's kind of there with her cope face going, oh, yeah, kill it, right? Careful. Yeah, kill it. Drink lots of fluids. It's cinematic. It's a great performance by this guy.
Lily's PA gave us some more updates and promised us that they were nearly finished.
How far off is she from finishing?
Not far off at all. We're nearly done. We've got a few people who have like gone home and then they've called us and like, can my friend come? I've just told him how sick it was. And we're like, yeah, bring it. Like, send your friend over.
Yeah, laugh it up. Her PA there, I guess, and one of her supportive friends she was telling us about at the beginning of the video, telling the guys, yeah, bring your friend, he can rail her too. There is absolutely space for these people in hell.
Well, no, it's been great for like networking. Like even like guys have been speaking. They're like, oh yeah, I do this for a living, saying their jobs. Oh, we need someone that does that. And we're like, yeah, message us back tomorrow.
Networking. No way, really. We were actually looking for a human trafficker. I don't know what's worse, networking at an orgy or going to, you know, one of these more legitimate networking events, one of these meetups. We all know why you're on them. Networking. You're cheating. That is the behaviour of a very slimy person. Networking. Sure, that old chestnut.
As the sort of brains behind this and managing the whole thing, how did you think it went?
Planning wise, a bit hectic.
For sure.
I didn't know what to expect. So many guys left it really last minute and we were getting messages today like, can I still do it?
Yeah.
But we had so many people drop out.
Yeah.
So when I was like going through like, yes, can you make it to London today? And a lot of them were like, yeah, that's fine. We were just like scrambling to get guys. Yeah. So I was outside having a smoke with them all. We were just all talking and getting along. And then we come back in here and they've got the music on vibe and it was really nice. There were a couple of guys that Joe messaged me like, oh, I didn't really perform well. Can I come back? And we've been like, yeah, that's fine. And they've just like come back.
Oh, really?
Redeemed themselves because they've been like that nervous.
How do you think Lily found it?
I think, do you know, I've not had the chance to speak to her too much.
Oh, there was guys messaging me, telling me that they wanted to have another go. I was like, yeah, come back, no problem. How's Lily? You know what? I don't actually know. Fuck knows, no pun intended.
She's been in there all day, and we've just like chucked her in the shower and like, she's exhausted. She's like, the first thing she said was like, I need a Nando's. I was like,
you've earned a Nando's.
Yeah, you've got the Nando's is ordered.
My God, this is depressing. Yeah, we just tucked her in the shower and got her a Nando's. That shot of the Nando's, that is like the girl in the red coat in Schindler's List to me. That's the impact that shot of the Nando's had on me.
Lily offered to show me the aftermath of their stunt.
Oh, it stinks.
What does it smell like?
Like brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Oh, holy shit.
I guess it...
I've seen that sequence a couple of times now, and each time a shiver goes round. It goes down the back of my neck and reaches my anus, which begins to clench. That is how physically sick I can smell that room.
You actually can. Is that real?
Yeah, he's not good with smells.
Lily then walked us through the process that she had repeated 100 times that day.
Come on in, make yourself at home, take your shoes off. I've got some hangers here if you want to put your coat up.
Nice.
Come on in, where you travel from? Say, oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'll get you on the bed, make yourself comfortable, take off your trousers, and we're gonna have a fun time. And then I'll give them the phone camera. I'll just say, I'm guessing you don't want your face in it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, it'll be POV phone camera.
Yeah.
I'll start usually with a job, and then I'd say, like, is there anything you like, don't like, any certain position you want to do?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we kind of got straight into it.
Did you do the with a condom on, or?
No,
No,
I
condom
didn't.
off
Condom off.
Okay, and then, but then, like, once they're having sex, and it's like
condom
on type thing.
Yeah.
It does smell a lot like sex. I mean, and there's Rose. That's nice. Did one of the guys?
Rose.
And how are you feeling?
Surprisingly, downstairs is not really sore.
Okay.
It's more just tired. My eyes sting like nothing else.
Why?
Because of all the cum in it.
Yeah, I think I'm almost ready to finish this video. Let's just... you can see it dawning on her, can't you? Let's just see the full breakdown, the full realisation of what she's done, and we will find out if she's learned any lessons from this experience.
It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like... It's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like...
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry. It's okay. No, it's okay. Just take
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah,
I think I was you know when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous, it was like the day before, I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions when like, I'd have to stop them early and like, you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. And like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way. Like, kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad, like some people just travel so far, like I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that was shit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know? But yeah. I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all. I thought perhaps in years to come she may look back at this day in sadness, but not so instantly afterwards. She had stressed to me throughout my time with her how excited she was for this challenge and how this was her fantasy, so to see her so visibly upset at the end of it all was really sad. But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day to break the world record.
Last week I did 101 guys. Now this was just the warm-up, because in February I'm going to be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. Yeah.
Well, I guess you have your answer there. Nothing was learned. The world only got worse. So make of that what you will. If you've enjoyed today's video, I guess give it a like. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you want to help out with the channel even further and get some access to some exclusive videos, then you can check out the link to my Patreon in the description under this video and in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.
What's your wildest subway experience?
I came in front, I seen a pigeon get on for one stop and then get off on the next one. Like, you could have flew there.